What is up, everyone? This is Juan from Missing Gears. Today, I'm not bringing you any Stadia, any SDI content. Today, I'm bringing you something a little more special. Today, I will be showing you a new JDM luxury car that I'm reviewing because I think it's a cool car that was captured from a previous generation. Talking about the Nissan Cedric. This car is a 90s legend. It was the luxury car of the 90s in Japan. This was a 7th generation, I believe. The Nissan Cedric was one of the longest running JDM luxurious cars of Japan. It went from the 60s all the way to the 2000s and it became even more fancier than what it is. It got so popular that it evolved into the Toyota Crown, the Honda Legend, and the Mazda Sentia. For other brands to start making the same type of cars. So this car was primarily sold in Japan under the Cedric and Gloria names. This generation was only the last boxy but refined sedan before the Nissan shifted design language in the 2000s. This is a 1997 Cedric. It has a VQ30 DAT 3.0 turbocharged engine, a V6, and it has 270 horsepower and 270 torque. It has a 4-speed transmission, which is automatic, but it's a rear-wheel drive. The top speed is 140 miles an hour, which is 225 kilometers as per the dash. The legendary VQ engine was known for the smooth and the reliability for the cars that was placed into. But don't be fooled that you couldn't press the gas on these cars because these have a kick as well. Inside the Cedric represents 90s Japanese luxury, plush fabric or leather seats. In this case, we have plush fabric, real wood trim, and analog clock, digital climate control, and optional navigation. This aftermarket radio was not from factory, but it gives it a different modern look. As I mentioned before, in my short videos, this car has powered seats and adjustable windows via the console on the door panel. This car wasn't a sports sedan. This was more of a balanced luxury car with a power that needs to become something more than that. Originally equipped with a radio that can handle CDs. You guys remember that back in the 90s? Yeah, say no more. We got a CD box on the trunk. And as you can see, don't let yourself be fooled by this trunk and this car. This does have perfect amount of storage. Ignore that box. It's trash that I need to throw out. But yeah, you got some pretty nice size trunk in here. We got some good seat space as well in the back. We have the pouches on the back that are a little different than the regular, but we have some good seat here that has an actual table that we can open and place any items you would wish. Panels are as luxurious as you see. It has an ashtray, very 90s, power windows that can work, and nice spacious legroom if you have a short driver. Of course, I'm not a short driver, therefore that's why I push my seat all the way to the back. Car not only feels that is right, but it also feels like you're in a modern Cadillac. And so when we're driving this car, we don't really think about anything other than how luxurious this car is. Because other cars tend to be, when they get older, they tend to get a little more rough on the driving, right? So you end up with something like every bump of the way and every other thing that you do, you can feel it on your body. Well, not with this one. It feels so smooth that you don't even have to worry about being in an older car. Car itself, when you go through a bump, doesn't even make any noise, which is great for an older car. Obviously, because this is an older car, it has its little hiccups, you can say. For instance, it has some steering pump has a few issues, but they're being addressed. Other than that, there's a few scratches and things in the body that may be addressed as well. But then again, if it's a project car and is this old and it's a Japanese JDM, true JDM, then you don't want to get something that will be out of, you know, the factory that for inexpensive. I mean, you're gonna pay a lot of money if you want something that looks mint and has nothing wrong going on for it. Therefore, this will be a good project car for somebody who is looking to get into the JDM scene, but not break the bank either. One more thing that is worth noting is that this car has the original suede looking fabric. It really isn't suede, but it's that nice fabric from the 90s. I'm sure that if you guys are older, it'll really bring you into memory lane. The inside is immaculate. There's not many issues. There's no tears, no rips, no things going bad, unless you're talking about this tray. I mean, the tray itself here is one of the biggest issues, but I'm sure you can order one from Japan for not so inexpensive and put a new one or refurbish it as well. Now let's get a little technical here. We mentioned here that we had a VQ. We said that we had a VQ30 DET engine on this car. It's about 270 horsepower out of factory. Imagine the world that you had back then. Obviously, there were not many things that you could do to modify an engine, but now you have lots of things you can do. Therefore, if you get one of these and you add another 5 to 10K, you can have a nice drift car. Again, it's a little heavy, but you have to go through the transformation. Again, this is a luxury style car, so I wouldn't recommend you doing that either. But it could be done if you want and if you have the money to do so. And so this car handles pretty well for what it is. It has a little bit of a pickup. I'm waiting to get into the highway to show you guys at least what it feels like from the driver's side to hit it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it has a lot of response. I drove this car the other day while it was raining, and it actually it was sliding. When I was making a turn, it was sliding, and it was pretty intense. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be that like eminent. Like, it was really sliding. I ended up doing like a mini drift, which made me pretty happy, if I'm not lying. And so we have here our gadget to take a first-person view of how the car handles. So we're gonna be entering the highway very soon, and then I'm gonna hit it a little bit and see how that does. I don't wanna do it too much because I don't know the state of the brakes. I know the brakes are okay, but I don't know how quick they stop. But so sorry about the shaking. This is like a location where there's a lot of bumps. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing that right now. One another thing that I wanted to say, the feel of the cars, same thing with my Stagia. This car feels very like a time capsule. Like, you see the steering wheel, you see the dashboard, you see the feeling, the handling, the boat driving style type of thing, and it just brings you back to whenever you were riding with your uncle cars, or like your dad, or whoever drove an old school car. So yeah, this car definitely brings some memories, and about how it handles, how it drives, the sound. It does give you a little bit of a feeling of a Maxima. So I have gotten here into the highway, and I have a little bit of the traffic in front, not much, and I got no one behind. So let me see if I can punch it and see what it does. Ready? Here we go. Well, I got the slip sign, which I was getting before. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit of a lag, and the turbo didn't kick in right away. But I mean, it's a V6 turbocharged engine. I was hoping that it would adjust. Maybe it was way too advanced. I'm gonna get to the stop sign or to the red light, and I'm gonna do it again and see if it picks up. I know I did it before, and there we have. Let's go. All right, it seems like it's picking up a little better. I think I was just advanced on the transmission where it wouldn't pick up any more speed. But yeah, I mean, the car does do what it's supposed to do. It's a V6 turbocharged engine, and it does give you the punch. Not as good as the punch as the new cars do, but it is an old car. You gotta understand that. We're gonna go ahead here and turn around. Let's try that again. There's no cars in front of me, no cars behind, and I'm from a full stop. Carefully and slowly accelerating. It's taking some good speed. And I got the anti-slip. This car tends to do, I think on second or even third gear, I get the slip sign on the dashboard, which is pretty crazy for an old car. As I mentioned the other day, I was driving and I was trying to kick it a little bit, and it did do slide pretty well, so that's awesome. I love that about this car. My final thoughts on this car is that the car is solid. It's not what you expect from new car generations, but it definitely has some good and bad about it, right? You have a Japanese domestic market car that has the steering wheel on the other side. You're gonna get looks no matter where you go. But also it has a little bit of a downside to that. If in case you wanted to change any parts, it might be a little difficult to find them in the US since it was never produced in the United States. But if you wanted to keep this car or you wanted to have one of these cars, you can find ways. There's a lot of forums online where you can find parts that fit multiple platforms that are readily available in the United States. So that's something you should look into. I hope you guys like this content. I'm trying to bring you more of the stuff that I love and enjoy. So this was one of them, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope you are interested in getting a JDM. If you are, this car is for sale. Not by me, but a friend is. So reach out, leave a comment, I might send you the information. So if you like this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you guys on the next one.